Welcome back to my channel. I have recovered now from the Euros. In fact, I needed all of Monday to just... It was like having a hangover, but without actually having a hangover. It just felt so... bleh, so deflated. And seeing all the newspapers when I went to the supermarket. I'll admit I am still a little bit disgruntled with the result. I feel that the Italians played a dirty game. Perhaps that's how they always play and I don't know what I'm talking about, but I just felt that they did not outclass us at all. We played really well. They just got lucky on the penalty shootout and we were seriously unlucky, let's face it. That's just my opinion, it's not because I'm a sore loser. We saw some great goals from Harry Kane, Raheem Sterling, even Luke Shaw and Jordan Henderson scored their first ever goals for England, which was an amazing moment. And of course we saw some great young players that, to be honest, I hadn't heard of all of them. Saka, what an amazing winger. I mean, the way he just runs with the ball, he's just so fast and nippy. I just hope that he doesn't feel defined by missing that penalty, even though it was a horrific moment. The way those lads were treated was absolutely awful and should never be condoned. And I really hope that they're able to figure out ways going forward to stop this kind of thing happening. It's all too easy to be a keyboard warrior these days, to get away with it. It's just not on. I thought Trippier, Mason Mount, Jack Grealish, who's from right here in Solihull, woohoo, were all really amazing players. Let's be honest, there is something about Jack Grealish, isn't there? I mean, he might not be the sharpest tool in the box. I mean, have a look at this moment in an interview.
Ian Smith also says you're an encyclopedia of football. Where does that come from?
A what?
An encyclopedia of football.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, it cracks me up, that does. Seriously, he is an attacking presence on the pitch. I mean, you really knew when he was coming on, there was such a buzz in the air, it was so vibrant, and he did set up a number of the goals. I mean, yeah, he's a really great player, and he's kind of hot. Still kind of wish that he or Raheem or Henderson or somebody had taken one of those penalties. Oh, it's easy to say it now with hindsight, isn't it? Anyway, so it goes. Today is apparently the hottest day of the year. It's Saturday, it's my weekend off, woohoo! Connor's in bed, he worked all night last night, so he's sleeping all day today. Been cleaning the house, and look at that big pile of ironing that's waiting for me. Don't you just love ironing? That endless cycle of washing and ironing, washing and ironing. Wow, it's really buzzing in Solihull today. It's hot, everybody's out, everybody's having a good time. Gorgeous. It's just such a lovely day. It's so nice. There, finally conceded, and I'm going to do this pile of ironing now while watching the classic scary horror film The Descent. It's one of my favourites, guys. I'm enjoying a Solero. And I was just thinking about the Euros. What do you think about the whole England-Italy result?
It's a shame. It's a shame because we did so well in like the other games.
Yeah.
We were getting better and better. But in that particular match, I feel like Italy borderline deserved to win because they had a lot more composure and stuff like that.
What about all the fouling and the yellow cards?
Yeah, they did foul a bit. It's not
A bit?
Especially Saka.
55 years we waited to get into that final.
But we weren't playing to win that game.
we were playing to not lose it, and when you're in a final, you have to play to win it. Whereas we just sort of sat back after we had the goal. So, yeah.
Oh well. He's not back yet. Church was really good. It's a shame we had to scooch straight off afterwards without even having our bring and not share, because Marcus has got a, what is it you've got? Contact lens assessment.
Forgot about it.
In Solihull in like 10 minutes time.
I thought it was next week, to be honest.
Thought it was next week?
Yeah, I'm a donut.
Oh well, it was probably too hot to sit outside, and the service did overrun slightly, but you know, that's absolutely fine. I just feel a bit bad that I didn't stop to chat to people, but there's always next time, right? Oh, Harry, what are you doing?
Now, baby, when you sigh.
This was the last Sunday where it was absolutely mandatory to wear a mask in church. We're not able to sing, and you have to sit in a socially distanced seat. When we go back in 2 weeks' time, we can sing, we can sit where we like, and we don't have to wear a mask. That is just the best thing of all, in my opinion. What the heck's happened to that? It's melted.
Yeah.
Mush millionaire shortbread. Last night, me and Marcus started watching a film called I See You on Netflix, I think it was on.
Ain't that love?
We realised we've seen this film before, and it's just really frustrating because we're thinking, I totally recognise what's going on here, but we just cannot, for the life of us, think what happens at the end. And it just got really late, and we didn't finish it. So we're going to finish the film later on when Marcus is back from the opticians, and just see what happens, because it's been driving me mad. I'm like, I know I've seen this film, and I can't remember how it ends, but I think I know who the killer is. I mean, it can't have been that amazing the first time around if we can't remember what happens in the film. And yet I think it's actually just one of those really complicated stories. But yeah, we know who the villain is, but we can't remember the what or the why. I mean, I personally just love watching thrillers, dramas, even horrors, depending what type of genre it is. I'll watch a comedy as long as it's engaging enough, it makes me laugh. Rom-coms I tend to avoid, romances I tend to avoid, even though The Notebook is one of my favourite films ever. It's just romantic films, they do tend to make me feel a little bit single, so I just tend to avoid watching romance films where possible. Pretty Woman though, I could watch that film all day long. Oh, I just love it. Something that I'm not happy being single, because I absolutely am. I don't know what it is that I'm looking for in a partner, but he would certainly have to have a sense of humour. He'd need to be easygoing. I can't be dealing with an uptight bloke. He'd have to have something about him in terms of goals. I mean, I still feel really young, even though I've got adult kids. I feel like I could actually go out with a younger man. I don't know if I could see myself with an older man. Unless they seem younger and act younger. A younger-ish man, though. Yeah, absolutely. Any way of actually getting Jack Grealish's phone number? I'm absolutely kidding. Or am I?
Ain't that love, baby, that I feel in my heart for you. Oh, that I feel in my heart for you. Oh, that I feel in my heart for you. Oh, that I feel